43 seconds of too damn logos. Eclipse. If I were Miraz, I would not sleep in that bed again after my wife just gave birth in it. In the 1300 years that have passed since the Pevensies were in Narnia, nobody bothers to wonder how the Telmarines made it into Narnia. We're just gonna do things as it goes along, I guess.
General Grosel.
Thanks for the roll call, though I still don't think we are going to remember that name. This Dumbledore lookalike believes he can pull off Lord Voldemort with his disguise. What, did Caspian half expect that sword to be made of wood or something?
You must make for the woods.
The woods?
They won't follow you there.
Why? Also, what if they do?
It has taken me many years to find this.
But where did you find it? In the ruins of Cair Paravel or something? Or did you find it nearby the lamppost in the woods?
Will I ever see you again?
Nope.
Everything you know is about to change.
Everything is gonna change, cliché. Also, Caspian already hit puberty, old man. Go to the woods, they won't follow you. Wow, that plan totally worked. The professor didn't even bother to give him a plan B. 3 minutes of opening credits while watching a horse chase. Concussion. Caspian somehow didn't get his leg yanked off or injured in the slightest from the force of the horse pulling him. That's not the same noise the horn made in the first film. Did the noise get an upgrade after all these centuries?
Prefer to be left alone.
Me too.
Nerdy guy attempts to hit on the hot chick cliché.
What's your name?
Phyllis.
Susan!
Lucy accidentally reveals Susan's true identity. Also, Susan could have said her name was Phyllis Susan Pevensey. Irony. 2-on-1 handicap match. Also cowardice. Also bullying.
Act your age!
Act your age? I'm a 30-year-old man in an 18-year-old boy's body.
You're welcome. I had it sorted.
Clearly.
After he bumped me, they tried to make me apologize. That's when I hit him.
Really? Is it that hard just to walk away?
Susan would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion.
We are kids? Well, I wasn't always.
Neither was the rest of the children.
It's been a year.
Were you saying that to your siblings or to the audience? Also, thanks. I totally was wondering how long it's been since you guys were last in Narnia.
How long does he expect us to wait?
Pronoun game. Also, you guys were waiting to go back into Narnia? It was pretty much your fault that you all left in the first place. Well, actually, Lucy's. She just randomly decided to exit the wardrobe with you guys.
Ow!
Oh, I guess all you had to do to re-enter Narnia was ask aloud how you were going back.
It feels like magic.
How would you know? Have you ever been stung and then transported into someplace? Property damage. It takes about 5 minutes or so for the children to be called into Narnia following Caspian blowing the horn. The Pevensies could briefly glimpse the beach from right in front of them, but when they finally returned to Narnia, the beach is on their right side. Also, why were the Pevensies sent to a random beach below their old castle instead of the forest where the horn was blown? Yeah, f*** Finchley, f*** our mother, f*** school. Let's be here for the rest of our lives. Again! Water fight.
I don't remember any ruins in Narnia.
That can mean you haven't explored every inch of Narnia itself. There may be some places that have ruins. Also, the High Kings and Queens of Narnia somehow don't recognize the cliff that their castle has been above since the 10 to 15 years they've been there. Lucy doesn't recognize the beautiful distance she saw with Tumnus in the first film. It's amazing that they don't recognize the location. They're more focused on the ruins themselves. Plot device. Okay, the cliff, the location, the view, the chess piece. Do you guys still need a clue where you are?
Don't you see?
What?
Just tell them that you believe it's Cair Paravel.
Cair Paravel.
Ah, there we go. It took them that damn long to figure it out.
Meanwhile, thousands of miles away.
Wait, my lord. It is not what you think.
Then what is it?
We're not exactly sure.
Just say we caught what looks like a dwarf or a midget lumberjack.
Impossible.
What? 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 Oh, I think we now know where Igor Karkaroff disappeared off to after Voldemort returned to power. No wonder he went missing. He left Harry Potter's world and made it into Narnia.
Thank you, Lord Caspian.
More roll calls, and another name we will most likely forget.
Our beloved Caspian was abducted.
You mean taken?
Narnia was once a savage land.
Fierce creatures roam free.
Wow, just like America, which was stolen from the Native Americans by the citizens of today, Narnia was stolen from the Narnians by Telmarines.
Much of our forefathers' blood was shed to exterminate these vermin.
That's racist.
They've been breeding like cockroaches under a rock.
Because cockroaches can't die.
Waiting to strike!
Bitch slap.
And you wonder why we don't like you.
I don't think the Telmarines wondered at all why Narnians didn't like them.
Cair Paravel was attacked.
We learn now that Cair Paravel was attacked and destroyed in battle, so that basically means that it's time to go to the treasure room, or something like that. Shirt ripping. Also, the rip on Peter's shirt grows drastically bigger inside the treasure room.
Would this help?
You might have mentioned that a bit sooner.
It's okay, Peter. I hear that wearing a ripped shirt makes you look cool. The treasures are all still here, but the gate guarding it is somehow unlocked. Wouldn't something like that be locked? Also, the question once again raises, who the hell managed to find the treasure and place them in these chests?
Well, you were older then.
As opposed to hundreds of years later.
But how do you know it's been hundreds of years since you were last in Narnia?
My horn. I must have left it on my saddle the day we went back.
But who it was recovered by remains a mystery, unless the professor went to the corpses of the horses waiting for the kings and queens and took the horn. The big rocks on Peter's chest makes a noise as if they were all pebbles when they're thrown on the ground from Peter opening the lid. Oh my god, Peter's going to open his chest. Let's all observe.
When Aslan bares his teeth, winter meets its death.
Aslan is addicted to winter then. Winter is awesome.
He shakes his mane. We shall have spring again. Everyone we knew, Mr. Thomas and the beavers, they're all gone.
After reciting the poem about Aslan, Lucy randomly tells her siblings that Tumnus and the beavers are all dead. Also, how does Lucy know they're all dead? Just an assumption? Because they don't know how long they've been gone.
I think it's time we found out what's going on.
You don't say.
He won't stop staring.
So don't look.
You won't stop staring, so don't look cliche.
Drop him!
Unnecessary orders. These Telmarines have obviously heard of the Joker by taking things literal. How did Peter find a place to dive into the water? From where the Pevensies were standing, the water would be too shallow to jump and dive in. Did Peter swim to the boat, get in it, and then dive into the water? Ah! She's got a knife!
High King Peter, the Magnificent.
Awkwardness.
You might be surprised.
Random challenging.
Not me. Him.
And he chooses Edmund to fight in his place. I'm High King Peter, but to prove it, I want you to fight King Edmund the Just here.
Oh, you alright?
No, he's not. Concussion.
Bits in bedsteads.
What?
Maybe that horn worked after all.
What horn?
Had to find some way to advance the plot, I guess. Otherwise, where would we go from here?
Knickerbrick, he's just a boy.
Only now is Knickerbrick and Truffle Hunter talking about Caspian at the precise moment that Caspian is waking up from his injuries. Knickerbrick somehow doesn't see Caspian in the shot.
Enough, Knickerbrick! Or do I have to sit on your head again?
Again? What did Knickerbrick do to deserve getting his head sat on the first time?
What are you?
You think more people would know a badger when they saw one?
Truffle Hunter would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion.
You're Narnians. They're supposed to be extinct.
That's racist.
Since when did we open a boarding house for Telmarine soldiers?
Since now.
I'm Prince Caspian.
Roll credits.
What are you doing here?
Running away.
Guy on royalty is running away cliche.
Don't you know what this is?
An instrument? Magic? Royal? Are you gonna tell us any of this Snooping.
One of my soldiers.
Miraz is addicted to illustrated horses.
What do you know of Queen Susan's horn? It was said to be magic.
That could have easily been told to Caspian by Knickerbrick and Truffle Hunter.
If Caspian does know of the deep magic, my lord would have good reason to be nervous.
But Caspian doesn't know anything about the deep magic, so nothing to worry about that much, unless of course he somehow runs into Aslan and learns everything in 10 minutes. Carted off to prison for telling a story.
But these are dangerous times, General. One should choose his words as carefully as he chooses his friends.
Antagonist henchmen plotting against them cliche.
We must get to Caspian before they do.
Miraz plays the pronoun game so that Caspian has to ask who the hell they are.
It's time you learned your history.
But I won't give you any hint on what you should learn about history, so hopefully you will look at the arrow-struck book on the desk here. Underwater shot of a boat cliche.
They're so still.
The trees. What'd you expect?
They used to dance.
But we never saw any of that dancing stuff in the first film. That would have been awesome. Also, I truthfully believe Lucy made that up. We're in the second film now, so we gotta think of something new to add in.
Wasn't long after you left that the Telmarines invaded. Those who survived retreated to the woods.
Just like the Native Americans in America.
We didn't mean to leave, you know.
Yeah, that was Lucy's fault. More of Lucy wandering off.
Hello there. It's all right.
After the bear doesn't respond at first and just growls, Lucy still assumes that they can talk.
Don't move, Your Majesty!
Okay, Lucy took Trumpkin's advice. She stopped moving, which gave the bear the green light to attack. What great advice.
Why wouldn't he stop?
I suspect he was hungry.
Stating the obvious.
You may find Narnia a more savage place than you remember.
No really?
I can hear you.
How far was Caspian going before he realized that Truffle Hunter and Nickabrick were following him?
Minotaurs. They're real.
And very bad-tempered.
Yeah, not to mention big.
Huge.
Attempted intimidation. How did the Telmarines find them so quickly? Lack of action sequences? And how did they know where to find him? Was Caspian born with a GPS or something? These Telmarines went to the Stormtrooper Academy of learning how to aim. A convenient mouse shows up just on the occasion that Caspian was about to be killed. Caspian just stands there and lets what could possibly be even a leprechaun come at him and attack.
Choose your last words carefully, Telmarine.
Rippacheep didn't allow the other Telmarines any last words.
You are a mouse.
Really?
I was hoping for something a little more original.
Like what? You'll never take me alive?
I trust you have a very good reason for this untimely interruption.
He doesn't. Go ahead.
Nickabrick is a dick to Caspian.
He's the one who blew the horn.
Then let him bring it forward.
Where'd you all come from?
Meanwhile, thousands of miles away.
That's the problem with girls. Can't carry a map in your heads.
That's because our heads have something in them.
Definitely not brains.
Dear little friend.
Oh, that's not at all patronizing, is it?
More like scary.
I'm not lost.
Trying to convince yourself that you're not lost.
Still way down.
Yeah, fallen.
I could do that. Let's try it.
But we weren't lost.
More attempted convincing.
It's Aslan over there! Don't you see? He's right.
Do you see him now?
Trumpkin would be great at CinemaSins 2 expansion.
He wanted us to follow him.
How did you know he wanted you to follow him? Did he signal by moving and that's why he's gone? Or did he tell you? Which in that case would mean that the rest of the children would have heard him.
Why wouldn't I have seen him?
Maybe you weren't looking.
That's the only reason why Peter wouldn't have seen Aslan. Narnian riot. Also, the centaurs seemed on Caspian's side the last time we saw them, and now they're yelling for his death.
He's a Telmarine. Why would we want him as our king?
Because plot.
Do you really think there could be peace? Do you? I mean, really?
Squirrels. Also annoying squirrels. Also fast-talking annoying squirrels.
And together, we have a chance to take back what is ours.
When did you become a Narnian?
Then my sons and I.
We'll kill you. Also, are you saying that all these animals are your sons?
I'm sure they will be here soon.
They? Also, pronoun game into transition shot. Hey, that guy looks like Ryan Reynolds. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Trumpkin is not well hidden in this spot, and neither is Susan with her weapons.
Perhaps this wasn't the best way to come after all.
You think?
So, where exactly do you think you saw Aslan?
I wish you'd all stop trying to sound like grown-ups.
I am a grown-up.
Not funny.
It was right over... Lizzie! Here.
You mean you saw Aslan from down there? Then what was all that about you seeing him on the other side of the cliff? Also, plot-related trapdoor. Haha, Peter's fallen behind. How they cross the rest of the river doesn't matter. Also, sky transitioning into night shot.